Hi, I'm Allie McMillen. I teach third grade in Wisconsin, and I'm really excited to share with you today the story of Jo Makoons and the used to be best friend. This book is about Jo Makoons. She is a 7-year-old. She is Ojibwe, and she lives on a reservation with her mom and her grandma. And she is really struggling with some friendship issues in this first book, both at school and at home. Her best friend at school is Fern, and she's really having a hard time figuring out why she won't sit by her at lunch. And at home, her best friend is Mimi, her cat. There is a heavy focus on character development, and this is a huge skill for third graders and early chapter book readers. We learn that JoJo is very energetic, she is very funny, she is very charismatic, and she changes a lot throughout the book as well. So it's a really great story for just focusing on that character development in young readers. This is also a great book for rhyming patterns and vowel teams. In the book, JoJo has an assignment from her teacher where she has to write some rhymes. It would be a great segue into doing a lesson on rhyming and different vowel patterns and how words actually rhyme, like what do we have to look at in order to make a word a rhyme. This book is also a perfect tie-in to talk about native lands across the whole entire United States. In this book, JoJo lives on a fictional Ojibwe reservation, and she has a lot of pride for her culture and her background and upbringing as an Ojibwe girl. And I think it's really important for our students that they learn a little bit more about the native lands that they live on and the communities that surround them. So in third grade, we do a lot with regions of the United States. So I think that would be a great tie-in for where the native tribes live, is having each, group of students focus on a region of the United States and what tribes live within that region. We do a lot with mapping skills, so we also create maps in third grade. Mapping would tie in really nice with, learning about native tribes and all of that stuff throughout the book too. This would be a great tie-in for doing a art and creative writing project where students could tell a little bit more about their culture or their background and heritage, and also draw a picture that represents that as well. JoJo gets some great advice from her grandma, which is you don't have to be friends with everyone, but you should be friendly to everyone. This is a really great tie-in for social emotional learning, whether we're talking managing emotions, friendship problems, and just differences, learning a little bit more about empathy. My class read this as a whole class read aloud and really got into it. It reminds me a lot of Junie B. Jones and Flat Stanley and other humorous early picture books, which are really accessible for the students, especially because of all of the really big, bold illustrations in Jo Makoons. So I think that this is a really great option as a whole class read aloud. I really think this book is great for character development, rhyming practice, learning more about native cultures around the United States, and I really hope you enjoy sharing it with your students as much as I did.